There's a sentence that stops more dog training than anything else I hear. I should have trained my dog. At the moment you say it, you don't train your dog. You just feel bad about yourself. Because the moment you say, I should have trained my dog, the guilt kicks in. And guilt turns into shame, and shame turns into avoidance. Yeah, you guessed it right. And avoidance turns into a mountain. And the mountain we don't want to climb because we're only human beings. Let me say something uncomfortable now. I have worked almost 20 years with dogs, and I, at the moment, have a shoemaker's kid in my house. I took Otis 2.5 years ago from a shelter, and I had this nice idea that I will train him in a few months like I normally do with my dogs. But now, 2.5 years later, he's still living his life to the fullest, extremely happy, but completely unaware of some rules that might also be nice to apply to him. The dog is not the problem here. It is the story in my head and all the emotions that come with it. So now I will use myself now as an example. The training of Otis has created a mental mountain for me, like it will create a mental mountain for you. One day you say, okay, now I'm going to start the training. And what comes into your mind are all the things that you want to train to your dog. If I think about Otis, immediately I have this, I have that, I have the third thing and the fourth thing and the fifth thing, and I have to think about that and that and that. There's like a billion things that come into my mind. And this, what it does to a brain, it overwhelms us. We cannot absolutely deal with that kind of information and that kind of responsibility. It is just too much work. So what we have to do now, we have to make an adult plan about how to conquer this mountain. And how to conquer this mountain means that we have to think where to start. Let me be clear first. Put it in your head, like with big capital letters. I am not lazy. I'm just overwhelmed. So you are not lazy, you're just overwhelmed. It is too much for your brain to ask. Try to make a plan for every behavior immediately. So what we do now, we're going to simplify things a lot. So I want you to write down now every single behavior that you want your dog to learn. Then after that, you think about all the situations you would like these behaviors to appear. So if you want your dog to be able to sit down, then you write also all the places where you would like your dog to be able to sit down. Does he need to be able to sit down at the vet's office or also in the dog park when you ask? Does he have to be able to sit down when you're waiting a bus? Or is it just okay if he sits down in your living room when you ask him to? So you need to specify what you actually want. And from the paper, from all the behaviors you've written down, you need to choose one behavior that you're going to start with. You can choose the easiest one. You can choose the one that would make the most difference in your daily life, or the one that bugs you the most. Take the one that gives you the most emotional feedback. This gives you the first step of conquering that mountain. And until this behavior is so strong that the dog doesn't have to think what you're asking, you do not modify it. It needs to come from the, let's say, spinal cord. It needs to be something that is imprinted in the brain so strongly that when you ask the command, dog knows immediately what he needs to do. And after that, we make it a little bit different. We change places, we change times, and so on and so on and so on. So one behavior that is learned well gives you good mood, good base, and it also amps up the dog's confidence level because he knows how to do that. After that, we go to the next behavior. This is why the Nike slogan, "Just do it," doesn't work in dog training. We need a proper adult plan, something that we can start with, something that we can follow, and something that takes away the shame and the guilt and the possibility of avoiding. If we make it simple enough, we will get the results that we want. I know that you and definitely me, we want the results now. We want them actually yesterday. We want the dog of our dreams, and we want the quick abs, and we want the big salary. But unfortunately, we have to work towards those things. And to work towards those things, having a simple plan, it is crucial. It will help us get there quicker, because we don't get frustrated, and then we don't just think, okay, I'm just going to start it tomorrow, and then at the end we never start. So a simple plan will help you get started and will take away your shame, take away your frustration, and we will actually get to the results a lot quicker by doing so. So I'm starting to train Otis just now, 2.5 years later, but not because I failed, but because starting calmly beats not starting at all. I hope you join me. Have a great day.